Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified what is going on. Tonight was a waste of a night of boxing. I mean, last night, tonight, whatever. What a waste. What a waste. What a waste. Let's get into it. We Robson Concenciao back in the ring. We had F.A. Jagba in the ring, and we had the real big baby Jared Anderson back in the ring, and it just was a nightmare. I'm talking about, look, man, this is how you know it was a nightmare when Robson Conceicao had the best performance of the night. His performance was probably the best performance of the night. I mean, Robson Conceicao, like the Brazilian gold medalist, had the best in tonight's card. You know, obviously the FA Guido fight was there. It was a good fight, but you know it could have been better. You know, but Robertson Consenso, congratulations to him. Uh, Still beating. You know what I'm saying? Still beating, not being defeated. This is a dude that keeps coming back, and he's putting on performances. Now he's starting to stay in there a little more. You know, we thought it was gonna just be a boring fight, which it was amounting to, you know, until he got the knockout. And it was a vicious body shot, and the dude, credit to the dude, you know, I thought he was out for the count after he got caught with that liver shot. He wasn't going down. He stood back up, and you know, obviously it was just too much pressure. It was too much pressure from Conceicao at that moment. You know, already had him hurt, and a couple more hits, it was gonna be over, and Rose Conceicao gets the victory over him. You know, and I think that was probably the performance of the night. F.A. Jagba, Guido, that was a good fight. Well, you know, F.A. Jagba getting rocked, you know, and then staying composed through those middle rounds, weathering the storm, and then Guido coming on strong in the later rounds. You know, I mean, for the most part, it got boring, but then it picked back up. And it was a good fight. Very, very close fight. Could have went either way, to be honest, right? I heard Timothy Bradley alluding to they're basically fighting for a contract. They're basically fighting, you know, to keep their job or to keep being voted by Top Rank. You know, and I think the fighters came out, and it was that type of match where they knew that they had to go out and show full grit. They had to come out and they had to just show full grit. You know, it was a good performance. You know what I'm saying? At times it got boring, but for the most part, I mean, both fighters they went in there and they were supposed to fight for that contract, and they both did. Opinion, you know, I think it's gonna be very hard for Top Rank to let Guido go to taking the loss to Conceicao. But it's just gonna depend on if they're gonna be able to match him up against another one of the heavyweights, you know, or Jared Anderson, whatever. But it's to me, it seems like it was a good fight, you know. It was a good. Uh, the main event, obviously, just horrific, horrific. I mean, yes, Jared, big baby, and real big baby, did not look impressive at all. He didn't look impressive at all. He didn't look like the dude that we're used to, the knockout guy. You know, he out there and it was just he was going through the motions and just he wanted just to win. He cared to press the issue. He didn't care that, you know, he might be going to jail on Monday. He cared about none of that. This motherfucker just said, fuck it, just gonna go in there and I'm just gonna go emotions just out and beat the dude straight up. You know, and then the other dude, man, what's his name? Rod. Never want to see that guy in my life again, man. I mean, let's be honest. That dude went in there for a paycheck and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Jared Anderson, I felt like he could have pressed you a little bit more. He should have been on top of him. It was no levels to him. It was a problem, in my opinion, that I've seen from him. There's no second gear. There's no, he just felt comfortable with that, throwing his jab out. He just felt comfortable in the ring. The dude wasn't, he had the third lowest output in round fight with only 144 punches thrown. I mean, lowest. So come on now. Makes zero sense in my opinion. I think that dude he shouldn't even get paid if I'm honestly assessing this. I don't think that dude even deserves a paycheck because that was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to see somebody like that go inside of him and just do nothing, completely nothing. 144 punches thrown. That means, dude, you literally just did not want to get knocked out. You were straight up on the defensive, and you weren't gonna allow yourself to get knocked out. You know, but for Jared Anderson, in my opinion, not pressing the issue, not going forward, not really trying to do too much to get knockout victory. I think that's alarming. I think that's very alarming. I think that's probably him just not caring. To be honest, we already knew that he was gonna beat the dude. That dude literally did nothing. So, in my opinion, I think that Jared Anderson should have pressed the issue. But who am I to say, right? Because there's no way you mean to tell me that you're not gonna have the issue when this dude is literally not even throwing nothing. You know, I do understand you the defense isn't the greatest and you're not moving your head and you can get caught with something big. And I can understand the hesitation, you know, obviously being out of the ring for some time, and you know your last performance just was not great, so you got to get that confidence builder. I understand that, you know what I'm saying. He's got to get confidence back up for sure. But I think tonight was the perfect night for him to capitalize on pressing that issue and pressing the knockout. You know what I'm saying, just to gain that confidence back. Because if you're going 12 for guys like this, you're not gonna last with guys like Fury, Anthony Joshua, and fucking like Dylan White and things like that. You're not gonna last with those guys. Alexander Usyk. You're not gonna last with dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because those dudes have great game plan artists, very skilled fighters. The dudes fighting, Ryan whatever the hell his name was just not in there, bro. He was not in there. You know, he literally, his game plan was to survive, and that was it. And you know, he won tonight. In reality, he won the night. You know, give it to him because of the fact that he decided that he was not gonna get out, and he didn't get knocked out. And I thought that was a big alarm, flashing. You know, it was alarming because he's not doing anything in order for him to win that fight, you know. So, in my opinion, I mean, we got to see what's gonna happen to Jared Anderson because of the fact that he's got cool, he's you know caught up in ES, man, and it's unfortunate to be the rich and you still want to be in the streets. You want to be doing, you know, street racing and shit like that. It's just unfortunate in my opinion. I think that you could potentially mess your life up doing like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a great fighter, but I'm questioning discipline. Discipline. There's a lot of alarm, a lot of red flags with Jared Anderson, and I see him grow. You know, saying that he's going to be a father soon. So, growth and prosperity, sure, for Jared Anderson, man. I think he needs to gain confidence back, and I think that he'll be back track, you know what I'm saying? As far as fighting those top names at the moment, I don't feel like that's even something that they're going to even pressure him to do, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that he still has a lot of work to do and he's still the ring doing it. He has a lot of personal problems going on as well. So I think that in due time he will get his opportunity. But as of right now, I think that they're just gonna move him gradually, see what these is talking about, and you know what I'm saying, get this kid paid. But in my opinion, I think that he should have pressed that issue. I feel like he should have had a different level, shown a different type of level, and it could have potentially led to a knockout. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been a huge confidence booster for Jared Anderson. But ultimately, I feel like tonight was just a waste of a night of boxing. The card. If Robson Conceição is having the performance of the, then something went wrong tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because Robson Conceição is not a big hitter. He's usually the guy that's on the back foot, and he's usually the guy that has that nice jab, and he's usually the guy that's not really trying to engage touch. But getting a big body shot, knockout, well, knocking dude down, big body shot, and then ultimately getting out of there was just impressive in my opinion. I think that Robson Conceição is one of those dudes where, he's not gonna be elite level competition, but he's gonna linger around there. He's gonna give you a little bit of trouble here and there and give you different sights. You know what I'm saying? But I think that tonight ultimately is just a waste of time, man. It was just a waste of time. It was a waste of boxing. ESPN needs to put on better cards, man. I get it. We gotta recycle these day in and day out, but there's their matchups out there for these fighters. And next time, find a live body that is actually willing to go in there and trade a guy like Jared Anderson. Let me know what y'all think, man, down in the comment box. Like, comment, share, subscribe.